Cape Le Grand is one of those places that gets talked up so much you almost want it to be overrated. Almost. Well, not really. And it wasn't. We found ridiculously blue water, climbed a mountain that looked a heap easier from the bottom, and saw more cars on the beach than in a Woolies car park. And after 3 days exploring Cape Le Grand, the beach we'd come back for wasn't the famous one. It wasn't even close. Come on, we're going to climb that. Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to have a look at Frenchman's Peak. Now, I don't know if I'm going to get my fat gut up that hill, but we're going to try and we'll take you along for the ride. Look, there's no egos in this with Christine and I. If we can't get up there, we're just going to stop and have a look where we are. This just shows you how steep it is. This is near the bottom of the main part of the climb, and it's probably the steepest pinch, but up above it's almost as steep. And it was about now I was starting to think whether admiring it from the car park might have been a better decision. But we kept going and we've made it up to the cave, which is pretty specky, but it's not the summit. That's on top of this cave. We've still got a little bit more climbing to go to get to the top, so let's get up there, eh? And this is the summit. We made it. I'm actually pretty bloody proud of that. And the views up here, wow, just check this out. We're just starting our climb back down. This is the summit. So we're going back down to the cave, and that's where it gets steep going down.
This is the easy bit.
We didn't really stop on the way down. It was definitely easier going down than up, let me tell you that much. Funny thing is though, we almost made it all the way back down without any drama. And then on the very last step, the last bloody step, Christine slipped, put her hand down and hurt her wrist. G'day everyone, it's Future Us, and we just wanted to talk about Christine's wrist that she hurt getting off the mountain. So when it happened, we just thought it was a badly bruised, wasn't it? You know, and it wasn't till later that night.
Yeah, it was no real pain, but then when I was washing up later that night, it just seized completely. Couldn't lift my thumb up at all.
Yeah, and we tried, we couldn't get in to see a doctor for at least a week. It was more than a week before we could get in to see a doctor. And Christine's a more than 40-year registered nurse, and she thought she might have ruptured a tendon. Dr. Google actually agreed. And when we did get in to see a doctor at Denmark, well, he didn't agree, did he?
No, he thought it was neuritis and that it would fix itself.
So he told us to put a splint on it, which we did, and we just carried on. When we got home, we had some scans, and basically it confirmed, didn't it? It confirmed what you thought, that it was actually ruptured tendon. So Christine ended up having surgery, and it's basically a tendon transfer, isn't it?
They take a tendon from the index finger, because you've got two in the index finger, and they join it to the thumb, so the thumb can lift up.
Okay, you've got a spare, mate.
Yeah, everyone's got a spare.
Who knew? Who knew we had spares? Anyway, the surgery has gone really well, and Christine's in a splint. Well, she's been in a splint for 5 weeks. She's got probably another 3 weeks to go. Some things have fallen to me, like the bra attachment process in the morning and the bra detachment process at night, which hasn't been too bad at all for me. So like I said, she's got 3 weeks to go before she can get rid of the splint, and there's a fair bit of physio still to go. But the physio's going well.
Yep.
And yeah, just about.
Meeting all the milestones, so.
Yeah. So probably got another 6 weeks of physio, maybe more. But it's all looking good. So we just want to let you know what happened. Thistle Cove is our first proper Cape Legrand beach, and it's a bloody good start. The water is unbelievably clear, the sand's beautiful, and with a bit of space around us, it feels like we've jagged it at just the right time. It's one of those places where you come down for a look and suddenly realise you've been here for an hour. Thistle Cove's not just about the beach either. We're up here at Whistling Rock on the headland, and there's plenty of places to poke around here with some cracking views back across the bay. It's definitely worth wandering up for a look. Lucky Bay is one of those places you feel like you have to visit when you're in Cape Legrand. And it's beautiful. White sand, clear water, kangaroos on the beach, the whole postcard thing. But it's definitely not a secret. We counted 102 cars on the beach. 102. There's even a coffee van down there on the beach, and all we're missing now is a sausage sizzle. Where we are here is actually pretty good. It's sheltered from the wind and it's a decent place for lunch. And a swim. Because you can't go to Lucky Bay and not swim. That'd be like going to Bunnings and leaving with only what you went in for. Which brings us to the beach that started changing our minds, Hellfire Bay. Yeah, the car park was a bit of a joke. It was chockers, people were pulling up wherever they could, chucking on the handbrake and heading straight for the water. It was definitely chaotic. And just a little bit of info for you. If you're trying to hire a whiz-bang van and can't get one, I reckon that's because they're all down here at Cape Legrand. But once you get down on the beach, you can see why everyone's here. Yeah, it's busy, it's Saturday Arvo, but it's still well within our crowd tolerance levels. It's busy, but it's not Bondi busy. The colour of the water's amazing, isn't it? It's just beautiful. And we're ducking in there for a swim right now. We just had an hour on the beach here. The water's beautiful and so clear, so nice. It's funny, Lucky Bay gets all the attention and Thistle Cove's beautiful, but give me Hellfire Bay every day. We're going to walk over from Hellfire Beach to Little Hellfire, and of course it's uphill, but that's downhill on the way back, isn't it? You do get a pretty decent reward for the effort though. That's a cracking view back over Hellfire. It's only about 1 kilometre each way, but there's plenty to look at along the track. Granite everywhere, little wildflowers tucked through the scrub, birds. It's a nice walk in its own right. From there, the track ducks through the coastal scrub and eventually spits you out here at Little Hellfire Beach. And you know what? If Hellfire was absolutely packed, I reckon this would be the place I'd head to.
Your destination is on the right.
After all that, it was time to head back to camp. We're actually staying at Nakuru Pastoral at Merivale. Got 3 nights here and it's a hip camp. It's only a 20-minute drive from Cape Le Grand National Park, which is making it a great base without being right in the middle of the national park crowds. And that matters because getting a spot at Lucky Bay itself is pretty much impossible unless you book a year in advance, which would have been before we even knew we wanted to come here. $35 a night, Nakuru is bloody good value for this area too, especially when you consider how popular Esperance and Le Grand can be. So Nakuru gives us the best of both worlds, a quiet place to come back to, and Cape Le Grand is just down the road. Close enough to visit every day, far enough we're not sharing the evening with every Prado in WA. We're headed back to Lucky Bay Brewing, and it's the second time lucky, we hope. We did call in when we were staying at Esperance and it was closed for a wedding, which is fair enough, people are allowed to get married, but closing a brewery at all feels deeply un-Australian to me. So we're giving it another crack, and this time it's open. It's 38 degrees, it's packed, and the brewery is basically in a huge tin shed. Now that's perfect conditions for drinking beer. I'm almost hoping for a small wedding actually, just to thin the crowd out a bit. Hey, I've got bugger all footage here because the phone melted and quite frankly, I'm more interested in having a beer. Cape Le Grand absolutely lives up to the hype. It's busy in places, hot at times, and occasionally a bit chaotic, but none of that really takes away from it. The beaches are stunning, the water is just ridiculous, and Frenchman's Peak made us work for the view, but bloody hell it was worth it. Lucky Bay might be the famous one, and fair enough too, it's a beautiful spot, but for us, Hellfire Bay is the one that stayed with us. And I reckon that's one of the best things about travelling. You can read about a place, look at a photo, hear what everyone else says, but you never really know which bit is going to stick with you. And sometimes it's not the famous place at all. Sometimes it's just somewhere that feels right.